is March Ot.
March Ot.
Unta. They're making a driving video of going to Hibachi buffet. The only Chinese buffet you'll probably eat it the whole time. Yeah.
Well, there are other buffets I still have to take you to.
And then there's St. Patrick's Day. That's I want to eat a Chinese buffet on St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, why's that?
Because they might have corned beef and cabbage at the other ones, and I hate that shit.
Oh.
And they might not have anything I like.
I don't eat corned beef, but I love cabbage. But you know, cabbage makes you fart.
And if someone blows a fart, my penis will turn soft, and I won't want to stick my dick in their ass.
You know, do you remember what Archie Bunker said about boiled cabbage?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that. Something like, how could such a beautiful vegetable smell like a drain pipe?
It smells worse than that.
Oh, I don't mind the smell. Because I know it's going to be good.
So it smells like shit. Do you mind the smell of shit?
I don't like the smell of shit.
We were talking about there's something I don't know if you were aware of this. Ada Ive, north and east of Atlanta. Do you know what goes on there?
Northeast. No, I don't. Tell me. I might know, but tell me.
It's where a lot of murderers drop off the bodies.
I did not know that. Is that a fact? How did you know such a thing?
By watching some of the YouTube videos.
Oh.
I watch, besides the political ones, I like, and the Toronto ones, I like the best and worst places and things like that.
Yeah, I know you've showed me some in the past.
But there was one other thing about the most dangerous roads in the world, and in this country anyway. And Ada Ive was one of the most dangerous because people pull over to the side of Ada Ive and they drop off dead bodies along that corridor between just north of Atlanta.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, but that doesn't make the highway dangerous. It's where you were before that was dangerous.
Yeah.
Well, it's I could have it all fucked up and wrong. Maybe it's so where murderers like to. Maybe it's a top 10.
Oh, the flowers are starting to appear on some of the trees.
That means the weather's gonna get fucking hot.
Well, I don't like to think about that. I like the flowers. I think they smell great.
Could Ada Ive become a new Bohemian Grove?
No, it's not that kind of a thing.
I mean, you never know.
Oh.
I doubt it.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be.
It's a different type of. It's a different type of evil, I guess you would call it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hungry. I haven't eaten all day because I knew, once I knew we were going to go to a buffet, I didn't eat. We have a lot of food in the house, which is good.
Except you didn't get potato chips.
Oh, I didn't think of it. Well, we have so many other things.
I hope that bag of toilet paper you gave me is there. I know it was.
Well, I know. I gave you that roll, but you could have some more rolls if you want. I have a good amount of it.
You're good. You're good. You're very creative at getting toilet paper at an affordable price.
Yes, I'm just worried about.
Our prices are very affordable. They're free.
Well, that's what. Well, that's what happens when you have a friend that owns a cleaning supply company. Yes.
Of course.
Yes. We don't want everyone to know who my friend is. Then they'll all come to her and ask if she could give them free stuff too. No, she can't. Anyway, I'm worried about this coronavirus thing. They're talking about toilet paper shortages.
What does that have to do with toilet paper?
Never mind. If you've been on Facebook, you'll see everyone's talking about that. I don't know where they get it from, but that's what they're saying. People are hoarding stuff now, like canned groceries, toilet paper, things like that.
The only way that Biden has a chance of beating Trump is if the economy completely crashes, and it ain't the cause, but it's possible the coronavirus is a triggering mechanism.
I know for a fact it is, because I keep up with the stock market, and that's what it's been saying on the reports. Fears about the coronavirus have caused the stock market to tank.
But like I say, that's how good the stock market does doesn't necessarily mean how good everyone else is doing. It's only a reflection
That
how
is
the
a valid
rich is.
point.
The rich are
Yeah,
good.
it is. It's an indication, but it's not the whole picture. But yeah.
I can't believe the fucking time is right now. I haven't had time to post anything on Facebook since I've been here.
Oh my! No, you haven't really been on Facebook. I've noticed.
I hope I can do some things tomorrow. Depending if like Marta, I want to do either on Thursday or Friday.
Okay. We'll have to do figure out our buffet schedule for during the week.
You want to go to buffet on Wednesday?
Perhaps. I know we have Golden Corral and Judy's and sweet tomatoes. Yeah.
You know, there should be a buffet called Rotten Tomatoes.
I don't think that would go over very well.
Probably not, but still, it would be funny.
It would.
How about a sushi place? It smells just like your wife's cunt.
That would be a great name.
Well, you've heard my slogans for laundry detergent, haven't you, Pat?
Yes, a million times.
Well, let's put them on there just for a million and first. Stain Away Laundry Detergent. Gets out stains from men's underwear. No shit!
Gets out stains from women's lingerie.
Period. And gets
Okay.
out stains from babies' diapers, and that's the whole poop.
Okay, so women only get period stains in their underwear. They never get skid marks in their underpants.
They do if they don't clean properly, sure.
And we talk about taboo things.
Yeah. Also, no matter how clean you are, if you're having diarrhea, then it's very easy to get skid marks too. We kind of talk about diarrhea a lot, don't we?
Well, it's better than having diarrhea.
It
Because
sure
that GPS device don't work the way quite does.
Oh.
You know, that place is actually south of where you live.
Oh,
Because we go to Erda or degrees north of the equator. This is all on memory because of GPS. I can't figure out how to make it move with the damn as we're moving along. I don't know why the fuck it doesn't.
yeah.
It's really complicated.
See, that sounds like me.
GPS.
And remember, we can't get a booth because there's 3 of us.
That's fine.
Yeah. If you go to a buffet and there's more than 2 people, it's not a good idea to get a booth because someone always has
Or
to
any
crawl.
restaurant for that matter.
Well, a sit-down restaurant, it's okay. But a buffet, people end up crawling all over each other. It's a pain in the butt.
So you like the Liquid Sky movie?
It was interesting. Again, it didn't have as much of a story as I would have liked, but the effects were interesting. The dialogue was interesting.
Yeah,
Now-
I'll give you this. The I Spit on Your Grave films had a very interesting storyline.
I think so. Oh.
Well, anyway, Liquid Sky. I don't know how much of this you remember, but between the time that I graduated high school to the time we moved to Florida were probably the happiest years of my life.
Oh, yeah, because you were out of school and you weren't living in Florida yet. That would make a lot of sense.
I really wonder if my parents moved to Florida as thinking that would cause me to turn normal. I don't know if that was the agenda. It was part of the agenda.
Well, the happiest time of my life is definitely now, except what's getting in the way is the older I get, the worse my anxiety gets.
I noticed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking hate having anxiety.
I know. I'm not sure what to do about it. I know if I went to a shrink, they would stuff me full of of medications that might have horrendous side effects that are even worse than the anxiety. So I'm thinking of either CBD oil or going to the health food store and getting something holistic.
Well, I tried the CBD oil, like it worked a few times and then it stopped working.
That's weird. I know there are different types of CBD oil. You don't know what's going to work best for what, your particular situation.
And CBD oil is expensive as well.
That too, yeah. Oh, this Boston market closed down just suddenly.
Well, there's none left in the Twin Cities.
Oh, that's awful.
And it fucking sucks and blows.
The one in Sandy Springs is still open. I'll be very upset if they shut.
If I, like on Easter, I would go to, even though I hate all that's how I celebrated Jesus getting nailed to a cross. Is I'd go to Boston Market to get a feast.
Oh.
It ain't a buffet, but I get a couple
It's
meals
not
out of
about
it.
celebrating Jesus getting nailed to a cross. It's about Jesus rising up after that.
If he arose after that. If he existed. But there's, even back in those days, there were like 300 people that claimed they were Jesus. So how are you supposed to know which one is really Jesus?
Well, there's only one Jesus.
Yeah, but how are you supposed to know which one's the real one?
Faith and instinct.
Christianity is one of the few ways that you could have an imaginary friend without being committed to a mental institution.
Oh, goodness. Oh.
Yeah, I get your point.
It sounds like something George Carlin would say.
Yeah, you're right. Except I don't feel that God and Jesus are imaginary. I think that they're real.
And why does shit happen?
Because the devil is real too. The same reason shit stinks.
But it seems like the answer is more through David Carradine.
Okay. Tell our studio audience how David Carradine croaked and what happened at the exact moment he croaked.
Well, he was having an orgasm. It seemed like similar to what happened in Liquid Sky.
Yeah.
And then it happened as I was being diagnosed with Asperger's.
Now, was it literally at the same minute or just the same day?
Well, I'm assuming it's the same minute, but I could be wrong. I mean, sometimes... Well, I was diagnosed on June 2001, and David Carradine croaked on June 2001, but he was in Bangkok.
That's a funny name for a town. It sounds like Asian masturbation.
One night in Bangkok and the tough guys tumble.
Oh, once I said that in front of my parents, that Bangkok sounds like Asian masturbation, and they were really disgusted and horrified that I would say that.
And you were in your... Well, you were well into being an adult. You must have been in your 30s when you said that.
Yes, I was. And they were horrified, and they were disgusted that I was so immature at that age. Oh, for God's sakes!
I like George and B.
I know that. They liked you too.
They seemed to be nice to me, but they only...
They liked you too.
They didn't know me that well.
Oh, they liked what they saw. They liked Russ in New York at the time too.
Now, what was I going to get into? Now we're almost out of time because I'm going to have to do a part 2 pretty soon.
Part 2.
And if it takes longer...
Yeah. June, again, I think it's too bad that your parents never met my parents.
Yeah. That would have been quite a meeting of the minds.
I think B and Myrna would have gotten along quite well.
Along with Pat's mother.
Your parents never met my parents.
No, they didn't.
One thing your parents didn't do is my mother thought that she could just say shit about me, and that would... Well, we're out of time. That fucking sucks.
Yeah.